strategy, or we are not talking about, or I am not talking about the company as a whole or the compensation structure or anything. But what I wanted to convey is a couple of marketing techniques that I learned recently from some marketing gurus. And So I'm in a few networks, and this is something that I learned, which can be applied everywhere, including for Atomy. So it doesn't mean that I am implementing what I'm saying right now. I haven't really started doing it, but this is something that I really plan to do in the near future. I just learned about this. So, and if you really want real practical experience, if you really want to hear from people who has done marketing practically and made it successful, check with Jonathan or Joyce. They're experts in that. This is largely theoretical knowledge with me right now, but I will be implementing it very soon. So I have been uh, discussing some marketing techniques with one of the premium marketing gurus in Canada, and this is something that he taught me. Um, our phone, I mean, this is nothing new. We all know our phone, the contact list, and the Facebook contact list, and our LinkedIn, and all the social media contact list. Probably combined, we probably may have at least between 600 to 800 contacts between all this medium, right? And chances are 80 percentage of these contacts we are not really close with. At least we haven't been in touch for a few months or even a few years, and sometimes even a decade with them. So, but however, they are all prospects to us. So the first thing to do is to reconnect with those individuals, like create a list, combine all this list into one big database, probably 700, 800, 900 contacts long. Slice and dice it. Of course, if we have contacted someone like one time in the past and they happen to be your Facebook friend, we probably, we don't know, we probably may not be of much luck with them in renewing that contact. So, but at least filter it down to a list of 400. So remove everyone who are like remote possibilities, filter it down to the 400 most desirable contacts, so to speak, and then do not start pitching in the business to them right away. You haven't talked to them for a while. So start with sending an email out, and even if it's a mass email, a personalized mass email using mail merge or some program like that, send out an introductory email to them. Not introduction, but reconnect email to them. Hey, something like short and sweet, something like, hey, haven't been in touch with you for a while now, so I just wanted to reconnect, um, tell you what's going on with my life, and just want to know how things are going with you. Um, and that would be, pretty much the first email. And then I'll just give a like 2 or 3 sentence short blip of what you do right now. Doesn't necessarily, do not expand on your Atomy business or any other business for that matter, but have a short 3 or 4 sentences about the general things like, yeah, I got married and have 2 kids. The kids are this old, and I am doing this right now. So essentially, for 3 or 4 sentences, send out that email, and there's a call for action at the end. Always have a call for action in the end, asking like, um, I would like to know more about you. Like, what have you been up to, right? So that will force them to either send a reply to you or just ignore you. Um, so chances are, out of the 400, you may probably get 150 replies, 100 replies, 100 to 150 replies, right? And then now this thing, I'm not very, this is the next thing that I'm going to talk. So this, so far so good. The next thing what I'm going to talk about is taking me really out of the comfort zone, and I'm pretty sure it will take everyone out of the comfort zone. What he teaches is that, people really appreciate um, a person-to-person talk. Like, yes, email is good. The textual email is good. That's good. That gave them an introduction. He says in a week after that, send another email, but this time with a link to a video. So this video is your profile video, essentially pretty much everything that you talked about in that email, but you're essentially doing this on a video with your family, if possible. And then again, it shouldn't last more than 1 to 2 minutes. Put it on YouTube, personal, right? Do not publish it, but personal, and link to this YouTube video from the email. So it will be like, think about this. You haven't talked to your friend for 10 years. If you meet that friend again on the street, how would you feel? You would feel so excited. You may just go and hug him or her, and then just check with him, like, how have you been doing, and this is what I'm up to. Pretty much the same concept, except that you are not able to meet him in person, so you're doing this through video. And again, not everyone will respond, not everyone will appreciate it. We don't care, right? This is taking us out of our comfort zone. So, and then you may get some replies, you may not get others may just ignore you. But either way, for those who replied, send out, another couple of weeks from that time period, send out another video with a little bit more explaining like what you do from a business perspective. In this case, Atomy, what you do with Atomy, what is Atomy. Do not pitch them in, do not sell them something, but tell them. Yeah, we are not trying to sell this to them, but tell them what you're doing. So this way, they will be curious. Some of them will be curious to know, okay, that's cool. But again, always call for an action in the end. Like, hey, if you would like to know about what I do, just let's catch up, something like that, right? Those who are interested at that point will definitely send you a reply saying that, that sounds interesting. I would like to know more about this. And some others, they will completely ignore you. Probably ignore them for the moment and try to reach out to them another 3 months from then. Um, so this way, essentially, we are creating a prospect lead funnel, that we reduce the numbers from 800 to 400 to 150, and probably in the end, 20 to 30 of them are probably interested in knowing what you do, and about maybe eight of them may actually sign up, and a few of them could be your customers, and maybe one or two could even be your leaders. So definitely, this is like taking us out of our comfort zone, but that's something that I intend to do for a couple of businesses that I'm involved with, including for Atomy. I think that's a cool idea, and I think I'm ready to step out and do this. So hopefully that gives some idea. And this comes from one of the premier marketing guru in Canada. So I have to believe it. If he says it works, I have to believe it. Thanks. I thought this would be something worth sharing. Back to you, Jonathan.
Th- Thank you so much, Vinod. That is a good tip actually for all of us in here, right? And again, the comfort zone. I think that is where it will start for all of us. Um, that happens to me also in the beginning last year, and Dan knows about this and how I really try and try and try. Right, I compose a lot of long story, right, explaining about atomy, and then every night I've been sending like 10, 20, right, to every individual. I did not get any response in the beginning, but I started to change, right, change the habit, the way I introduce the atomy, as Vinod mentioned. Um, Giving them right away any lead that you are, only your only purpose is for the benefit of yours, or the benefit of any other things. But what I've learned throughout those trials experience, try and try, is show them, right, to our prospect, show them what benefit that they will get, right, from what we are telling them or offering it to them. So the benefit that the person can get, and that's the, I think, will attract their interest to know more about the business. Again, what if we already know about Atomy? Very simple. There is a quality good product. Atomy is a distribution, right? We have a distribution, right, channel or hub, warehouse, as what we call it, to every country that Atomy already have the operation. So there is no really big thing in there for us to explain. As again, I would like to share this screen in here. How can I relay the message of Atomy to everybody, right? How can I tell others, especially new people, that we do have the business that care for customers? Who are the customers in here? We are all customers, right? We consume the product already a good time for all of us, right? Second, how can we explain to individual that Atomy doesn't collect any membership fee? It's free to join. It is our also, right, responsibility on how to emphasize what is the vision of the company, why company is keep on, right, doing a lot of seminars for free, right, a lot of lectures also for free. What's in it for the company itself, right? But the stigma of everybody, including myself, to begin with last year, is when we talk about multi-level marketing, it already connect into the networking that it says, right? There is um, a catch, as what they call it, but there's none in Atomy. If we can, right, overcome that barrier mindset from individual, and then we can introduce Atomy to everybody, I do hope just the product alone, without even, but without even looking for the monetary value or benefits of the product that we are using, we are already a winner. So a customer success that the company is envisioning for all of us members, not only by just benefiting the product. And I am very passionate about telling everybody how good the Hemohem that we have, how good the skincare product that Add to Me, right, offer. So a quick view for to everybody in here, right? The star company for our new participants in here. The company started in 2009, of course, right? For 11 years, the company is already $1 billion sell industry. And it is widely recognized already, right, in the global arena of distribution company, right? Right now, there are 16 countries. 16 countries operational that there's a hub that we can buy the product here in Canada. We do have, right, west and east, with, well, of course, Canada is a wide, big country. So there is west side and east side, right? If we are in here in Ontario, our product is coming from the east side. USA or in America, there's four different, right, hub. So east, west side, and many more. But again, what is in there, the 16 countries meant for us? In the business opportunity, it meant, right, wide opportunity for us, that every country that Atomy already has a business opportunity for us to have a business partner or a consumer. Would that mean that we need to go there to those countries to conduct the business or introduce the Atomy in the Philippines? No. I met one person. Mom Julie is here with us right now, and we are connecting to each other by what? This is a network. Knowing one person, that person knows another, and that person knows another too, and that connect to us and do this business. Would that benefit all of us? Yes, definitely, because the system itself, right, guiding us to support each other. So as RJ's mentioned earlier, right, just reaching out, knowing each other, all of a sudden can offer for a support to RJ's challenge, mastership challenge on this period. Does RJ's and Can, right, connected to each other now? But we are in here as a group that we support each other as well. And that is Atomy culture. And I am very, very proud, right, to really emphasize that with us. So all of these countries that we have in here right now and many more to come, every countries in here that I am looking at is a business market opportunity for all of us. Again, I will emphasize, do we have to pay to be a member to join in Atomy? No. Do we have to pay for this seminar lecture that we are doing? No. And the company itself is conducting a lot of online seminars, and those are all free. It's all upon us, right, to explore those opportunity and, right, benefit us in the long run. Again, who is Atomy is really, and what is Atomy really do? My Atomy is a distribution specialist, a distribution hub, an online platform, right, shopping mall. Who is behind Atomy? And where is most of the product coming from, and who manufactured, who does the research and development? The Colmar, right? Who is Colmar? All of us can go to Google, research Colmar, who is Colmar is really is, right? And of course, the Carry. Who is Carry? What is this company is all about, and what is the capabilities of this company, right, to have? Okay, I will not be able to go through and discuss more about the details of Gary, but in the long term or next week, we will discuss more about it, okay? But again, there is two big companies, one private companies and one is government institution that is behind, right, this Colmar B&H. So Colmar B&H, right, research and manufacturing partner of Atomy. Atomy all does the distribution to all over the world. So I think right, that is the background of our company. But beyond that, you know, we're always into this kind of mindset. If the product is really good, consumer will be a repeat purchase, a repeat consumer, a repeat buyer. And that's this is always all about product. I am very proud, including my very short period in here in Atomy, 18 months. Every product that I use is really amazing. It's amazed me. I use my shampoo, I use the oil that I use right now, and the product in my 40 years of existence, I never grow my hair. Why? Stinky. Right? And there's a lot of something's going on in there. But right now, I am very, very proud that I can grow my hair because of what? The product itself. So with us in here right now, I'd like to emphasize about the product. We have one presenter in here of product, and she is very, very much right. Well, when she talk about the product, very detailed, and not only detailed of the product, the experience that she has with the product is amazingly. So I do hope everyone of us in here will also have a chance to learn more on how Miss can, right, started with Atomy and start falling in love with the product. And I guarantee, right, she will have a lot of good, right, information for us. Can you unmute it? There you are. So Can, please, will you share to us your product? I don't know what kind of product that Can is going to present to us.
Hello, everyone. My name is Khan. I'm from Thailand, but I live in Canada. The product that I'm gonna share today is the home products because everyone has experience first with skincare. All my customers love skincare, but some people don't use skincare and they refuse to use health products too. They become kind of what do you call, like they're very cautious, like what they're going to take, what it's gonna affect me, and all those things. But if your customer wash their clothes and do the dishes, these are the things that I'm gonna be talking about. How do I play this? Okay. Oh, okay. Here you are. So most of the people has experienced the skincare. I personally was drawn to Atomy because of the skincare. But when I go to the meeting, people start talking about some other things too. They show me that Atomy also have household products like dish detergent and laundry detergent. And I was not realized, I was thinking that it was expensive. But when I looked at it, amount, and compare for the price with the similar quality products, Azumi is actually cheap. Cheap mean like it's not cheap, but half the price of similar quality products. For example, this liquid laundry detergent, it's $18 Canadian dollars. It's 330 Thai baht and 480 peso. And also you get a PVs from that. So why care about quality of the laundry detergent that you use? So from whatever we use in laundry detergent also get absorbed to our skin, and that can cause a lot of problem. First, skin irritation. People get allergy reactions to all these chemicals, and also it can cause some other serious diseases like cancer and all other things. And all these is not in Atomy laundry detergent. We have no phosphate, no bleach, no fluorescent agent, no like the glowing agent, no paraben, which is like bad for causing cancer, and no preservatives, no dye, not only good ingredients. So it's safe for babies, and $18 you get 2 kilograms of the liquid, and you don't need to use a lot. You use only for like half a cap. Okay, you have half a cap for 10 kilos of laundry. Let's skip that. So this is the ingredients of the laundry detergent. You can look in the website for more detail how it comes to, but they use baking soda and 3 other herbs to remove all the stain, and um, and these ingredients are naturally like anti-germ, kill germs, bacteria and mold, and it's also very safe for our health. And as I said before, it's very economical. So I wash at least 5 to 10 loads of laundry each week, and it lasts me for 2 to 3 months. And it's only $18 compared to the chemical-based laundry detergent, which is about the same price, but it lasts me for only a month. If you compare with the organic herbal-based safe ingredients products, so if you divide it by the number of loads you can watch, it's pretty cheap, even for Thai people. For one load, you pay only 4 to 5 baht, or in Philippines, I don't know how much you can buy for 7 pesos. So you really save money and save your health and environment using Atomy products. And the same goes here with the softener. Fabric softener is a must when you wash clothes and you don't use the dryer to dry your clothes. The clothes usually get really stiff when you dry it outside in the air, like in Thailand. But in the softener, it also have harmful ingredients, and you do not wash them off, right? And it stay in your clothes and it touch your skin. So these are all the bad chemicals that can harm you and cause you problems, cause cancer and irritation and all this kind of disorder. So it's not good to use non-organic or non-natural ingredients fabric softener. But for the Atomy laundry softener, it's plant-based and has no irritation perfume ingredients that from flowers and plants, and it's so concentrated. It's 3 times more loads you can do your laundry with. So I started use mine since March, and I haven't finished my first bottle of laundry softener yet. And the smell is so luxurious. I would have to say that it's almost like the expensive perfume, but it's not too pungent that you can't stand, but it's so nice and has 3 notes: top notes, middle note, and last note, like the luxurious body perfume. And to tell the price, even to compare with the chemical-based softener, is cheaper, much cheaper. And to compare with the similar organic products, it's still the cheapest. And it lasts so long, you save money using Atomy softener. And as of dish detergent, everyone make food, they have to wash their dishes. And I usually do not like it. I do not deal well with water, especially in winter. My hand just breaks, and with using Hemohim and detergent, my hands do not break anymore. I can wash the sink full of dishes without breaking any fingers and nails. Usually, like the last 5 years, we not was the person who do the dishes because I can't. My hand hurt so much. I couldn't do the dishes, but now I can. When he's busy, I can do the dishes. Um, it is plant-based and it's really concentrated. They said one drop, you can do the whole sink of dishes, but I usually dilute it because who can pour one drop into your sponge, right? So I dilute it 6 to 10 times and it still works. Like it still keep a lot of bubbles and it is safe. It's a food grade you can use to wash your vegetable and fruits. But in Thai website, because the FDA in Thailand, it's a law, you cannot tell your customer that you can use this dish detergent to wash your fruit and vegetables. So they said don't do it, but practically you can do it with this detergent, but you cannot put it on the website telling people to use dish detergent to wash your food. It's just the law in Thailand. But it's safe. You use one drop in a big, like a bowl of water, and you put your fruit and vegetable in and rinse the bubbles off, and it's safe. You save money by not having to buy organic products. I mean, organic fruits and vegetable are really expensive. The main thing for that is that you don't want pesticide on your fruits and vegetables. That's why you buy organic. But if you use these products, you can feel safe that you wash everything, dust, pollution, and all these bad uh, substance on your fruits and vegetable, and you don't have to buy organic fruits and vegetables. And it's of course it's a natural based and chemical free kind and have all the oil citrus oil extract and smell good and use coconut oil which is expensive. So this product you can use at least half a year because you wash your dishes so much. It's still safe and good for the environment and your health. And it passed all the tests for the Food and Drug Administration also. And the next products, everyone uses this to wash the dishes, but who knows that Atomy is so thoughtful. Even our daily products is tested extensively and thought about like it has to be anti-germ, antibacterial and mold. The material is so soft but still very strong. You will not see sponge pieces coming out when you wash the dishes. And it's good for people with small hands. It has designs that in the middle it has a hole, so if your hands are small, you can grip it comfortably, and it lasts for a long time because it doesn't smell. Um, and it passed all the tests, like I said, and it's still cheaper than the normal products. Even the Scotch Brite one that is kind of the same shape, it's still when you calculate the price, it's still cheaper. And for the like organic high-end products, it's definitely cheaper. I don't think this is available in Thailand yet, but I think it's available in the Philippines. And oh, okay, one more product that is coming new to Thailand is the Atomy omega-3 fish oil from Alaska. And that's coming. You can pre-order it now. For 180 capsule bottle is 650 bahts. And that's all for me today.
Wow, thank you so much, Karen. And that is a very, very informative, right, topic in there that you shared it to us. I didn't even know why, because I don't wash also dishes. Now I know Vinod. You are already the master for that. But honestly, yes, when I try it, when I try our detergent, it's really good. You know, the best person that has a lot of experience using our detergent wise right here is Mom Julie Valencia from the Philippines. Even before, I think that's the reason why she looked for Atomy, because right, she's been using this detergent
Eh,
actually for the last and this sponge scrub for the last 3 years or 2 years and
pinapakinggan ko
more.
pa itong Atomy na 'to.
Okay, yes, all right. So we do have a lot of people that has an experience about our product, and again, it's number one that has that experience is Mom Julie, and that is the reason why she looked for Atomy on Facebook, and she might reach out to us. We did not reach out to her, but she reached out to us, and she has a lot of experience about it. Product, household product, right? Personal care product, even our food product. These are all amazing product that we have in here in Atomy. As Ken mentioned earlier, it's not only beauty product that you can see with Eri right now, Arjo is in here, or even Khan, right? But there are a lot more. So Dan can talk about all the health product that he already experienced, and I can talk a lot of product also that I benefited from Atomy. But again, product that we want to emphasize is a highly quality product with affordable pricing, and that is the best in our company. Okay, and in terms of the business, why do we need this Atomy? Why, right, in the future we must also right do the business, not only as a consumer, not only as benefiting the product, but as well as the opportunity for a passive income. Who doesn't want a 50,000 right monthly income that will coming or deposited into our bank account every month? I wanted it. I know that the product is already right. I'm going to use the product anyway for the rest of my life, but why not right get into the business aspect? And what is really needed for the business is just to share what I experienced with the product. Tell other people, tell a lot of people, as Vinod mentioned earlier, right? Get out from our comfort zone, right? Tell our neighbor, our friend, our relatives, okay? Instead of buying the product, switch it to Atomy the moment that the consumer tried the product, Atomy product, and I guarantee that is my personal experience. And I'm sure a lot of us in here, while Eric's been doing this Atomy for the last 6 years, right, and talk about the product that she already experienced and what is the benefit of Hemohem to her for the last 6 years. It's amazing. It's amazing story, including mine too. But why? Why do we have also to consider the business aspect of this, right? Opportunity. I think one of us in here will also wants to share the reason why, right? He already know that the product are good. He already know that every product in here that Atomy offered to us, including the one that can just explain it to us, are all beneficial to us. Not only beneficial to our body, but also beneficial to the environment. We saw it to Khan's presentation earlier and how good our detergent that can even right wash fruits and vegetable. But for all of us in here, right, especially in times of this right now, the economy is right a little shaky right there. But Atomy within this year never really right get affected. In fact, Atomy even sales grew up right within this period, within this pandemic. And in fact, Atomy even opening branches right in some countries. So that's only shows on how right stable this company is and where we are heading is. We should be part of this business. And to give us why we need Atomy, why we should also be part of Atomy business, Dan can tell us why. And I'm sure, right, Dan will have a lot for us to share why Atomy. Are you ready, Dan?
Yes, I'm ready.
Always.
We'll see what happens when I try my technology today.
Okay.
Some days it's a crapshoot. You can see that? Okay. All right. So as John said, we're here to discuss why Atomy. Now, I have a little. I'm trying to start the slideshow, but it's hiding behind the banner. Where are you? Oh,
There's at the bottom, I think you can see it right there, Dan.
oh, I can't see the screen. My screen is very. Sorry about this. There we go. Now I can get it. There we go. So why Atomy? And I basically took a couple of my various presentations and joined them together for this one. We all have our own reasons why we became involved with Atomy or interested. For some people, it's the products. And we have many, many consumer members who just love our products. And honestly, we need people who just love the products and don't worry about the business. We need that. Because if we don't have a lot of people who love the products, none of us will have a business. So, you know, everyone has their own reasons. Everyone who's in this room, the last time I saw the head count on the screen was about 18 people in the room. So there's 18 of us, and we probably all have different reasons why we're here, why Atomy. Now, first, why Atomy? Well, the products, the healthcare products, the skincare products, they are, and for the newest people, you have yet to learn this personally, but Atomy products are the best of class. And what that means is they may not be the #1 product in the world. There's lots of competition from, especially in the skincare and supplements, there's a lot of competition in the world. But if you take the top brand names, the designer products that are out there, and you compare it to Atomy, they're equal in quality. But Atomy, as Con was showing, with simple things like detergent and dish soap, that Atomy brings value, that they match the best in the world in quality, match or exceed them, but they always come in with the best possible price that is possible to sell those products at. And that's the foundation of it. So why Atomy? Well, for Jeannie and I, this slide says it all. The little baby you see there walking away, that's my granddaughter. And you see Con and Vinod on the side. These are our friends and family. We're surrounded by friends and family always. And in Atomy, you notice our Joyce there, one of her babies on her lap, or she was a minute ago. I don't see the screen now. Ari's daughter came in, talked to her, gave her a hug, and left the screen. This business of Atomy includes our families. We never have family here and business aside. It's all one. It's one. Our children are always welcome at our sides, always in this business. There's no hiding them on the side while you do business. No, it's all together. Everything we do, everything we say is for all of us, for the growth of our whole family, everything. So why do I choose Atomy? This screen says a lot about it, right? Now, Atomy is the first and only network marketing company founded to share with the less fortunate of the world. That's very powerful. And if you go investigate on Atomy's website, especially the new site, which is really updated wonderfully, you can find hundreds of examples of how Atomy shares the wealth with the world. It's truly amazing. I've never seen any corporation that the fundamental founding features of the company is to share with the world. And this is a few of the companies, or sorry, countries where a lot of the sharing goes on. Most of the countries you see it on that list, and we're in many more countries than that. I could add over here, Colombia is opening next week, very soon. We also have Mexico, which you could consider one of the poorer countries in the world. So this is not the whole list, but Atomy goes to great lengths to invest in the people in all the countries. So the history of Atomy's success is also the story of the culture of sharing. So everyone in Atomy is, you're not forced to do this, but it is sort of expected that everyone takes part in their communities, that everyone tries to do some good for their little corner of the world. So Atomy organizes all kinds of charitable events in every country where we operate. Everything from, well, again, you'd have to check. There's so many things that Atomy is involved in. Digging wells in Cambodia, building schools in India, and just a couple examples. As I say, on the main website, on the Global Atomy site, there's a tab that shows you list after list after list of where Atomy has invested to help the local people. So it's not only about a corporation trying to make money. Of course, we all want to make money. We all want to live well and with the best products and so on. But the heart of Atomy is about giving and sharing. And we have to truly understand that to understand Atomy. So why should you care? Well, the Atomy structure allows us all to participate in the growth of every country that we're active in. And usually in network marketing, if I'm from Canada, I'm only allowed to do business in Canada. I'm not allowed to recruit people from Australia or India or China or wherever. My business is Canada. And if I wanted to do business in the US, I might have to establish a separate second account, sort of, if I'm even allowed to at all, which is unlikely. But in Atomy, every country we operate in, we share our growth and our ability with the world. So Atomy shares charities with the world, but we also get to share our knowledge, our experience, our wonderful products, our amazing company business system, which is built to last at least 100 years. We get to share that as well. So we're not really forcing anybody to come along with us. It has to be 100% voluntary. So what do we have? Highest quality products available at reasonable prices. That's the heart of our business as far as being an ongoing concern. Because if you don't have products and services that the world wants, you won't have a business. And Atomy excels at that. And Atomy is big business. As Vinod mentioned earlier, or maybe it was Jonathan, we crossed the $1 billion US sales per year within the first 10 years of Atomy. And that's an amazing, amazing thing. We've now moved up to, I believe, number 11 in the world of network marketing. And we're aiming for number 1. And I think everyone that I know in Atomy believes we will get there, because we do have the product, we have the system, we have the company, we have everything we need to be successful. It's up to us to simply plug into the system and take advantage of it. So why is Atomy successful? Why Atomy? Atomy believes even those people who can't afford those expensive high-end designer products should still be able to enjoy them as well. How does Atomy do that? Lowest sales expense in the entire industry. Return rates, and again, this number changes every year, but it's far below the industry average. The return rates. So what does that tell you about the consumers who are using Atomy products? With such a low return rate, that means our consumers love our products. there's no other way you can look at that number and see it some different way. And that's the heart of our business. So we have quality products that do what they say they will, and a genuine opportunity for everyone. That's why I'm in Atomy. So what do we have? Healthcare, skincare, daily essentials. Now Con was saying, you know, many people are a little iffy, perhaps, to plug into health supplements. That's a challenge for all of us to show everyone the quality of our health supplements. The skincare, a little bit easier sell, but still, they're expensive products, some of them, in the grand scheme of things. I mean, the fish oil that will go on sale in Thailand soon is, I think, $33, $29 in Canada for 180 capsules. The evening care set on your screen is $40 in Canada. And that's, to me, this is the most amazing value. This product right here is the most amazing value in all of the skincare world. The $40 for this system is tremendous value. Spirulina we have here, our coffee, tea, food items, the ramen noodles are a huge hit in this company. So we're built around this, natural herbal ingredients, picked and utilized within 24 hours, maximum freshness. The hemohem, the purity, probiotics. Here we have, in 2016, hemohem was $145 million US in sales. The #1 product in the Korean market at that time. We've continued to grow far beyond this now. I won't be surprised that hemohem will soon be selling $500 million US per year. It would not surprise me. What do the products have in common with the top brands? And here's just a few of the brands, all manufactured by Colmar B&H. B&H meaning beauty and health. So Colmar B&H is, as John alluded to, the combination of Colmar Corporation, which is over 100 years old in the contract pharmaceutical and beauty care products. Colmar has been in existence over 100 years. And all of the best brands use Colmar because they truly are the best. And the Colmar B&H is a combination of Colmar Corporation and the KERI, the Korean Atomic Energy Institute. They combined to form Colmar B&H. And again, there's so much you can learn about those, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on Colmar. It will be something we look at more in the future. Now, why Atomy? We're on to compensation. And aren't we all here because truly at the heart of why we're interested in this company is we all want to make some money, right? And why Atomy? Well, you get to be your own boss. We have the best products. We have an amazing marketing plan. We have a success system that we can all take advantage of. The timing, this slide was made before there was any issues with these coronaviruses, but the timing for Atomy could not be better. Our company is growing by huge amounts this year because we are strictly online sales. 100% online shopping, the timing could not be better. And support, not only does Atomy, the company, give us all the support, all of the tools, all of the corporate products and backbone we need, seminars and success academies, all of that from the corporation, but we also have our own group support, our own commitment. You, Ari, John, Bernard and Con, everyone in this room who has been with Atomy for more than a week is part of that support system because we're all here to support each other. And that can take many different forms, how we help each other. But one of the easiest examples to show you is something that Arjoy said a moment ago about one of her new members and how she is stretching out her purchases to complete her mastership. And she's doing that in a way that will benefit her members the most. She's placing the sales as far down those legs as she can so that everyone gets the points as much as possible. And that's one of the ways we support each other. When anyone in our group is challenging for a mastership, we all jump in and make sure some product sales happen in the group where they do the most good. And that's very important to realize that this support is not just the corporation, but it's each and every one of us have to commit to supporting our people, to supporting our groups, working together. Now, why are you here? Everyone has to ask themselves that question. Here's some of my reasons. No joining fees, no forced purchases. How many people have been involved in network marketing and they're forced to buy every month? And if you don't make your purchase, if you don't cross the line for qualifying purchases, your commission might be cut in half or to a third or 10%. You may not get paid if you didn't buy your monthly purchases, and all the members of your group as well. We have nothing like that in Atomy. There's never anything forced, with one minor exception. You do have to qualify yourself, your personal PV levels, once in your lifetime so that you can collect your commissions. So we do have a personal qualification, but beyond that, we have nothing else that we must be doing. And certainly even your personal points, it's up to you. You can earn your personal points in a week or two or a year or two. It's entirely up to you. The points never expire. So how fast or how slow you do the Atomy business, entirely up to you. Nothing is forced. And this is why I joined Atomy. Number 5, right here. No flushing of points unless commission is received. And in this, I think Atomy is unique in the world. I don't know if there's any network marketing company in the world that lets the points stay with you until you get paid. Most systems are set up in a way that the points flush away whether you got paid or not. And you have to start over every month. And if you have a couple key members quit on you, in most systems, you have to start over and rebuild your entire business. Atomy is nothing like that. We don't depend on any 1 or 2 members. We have the big picture. If we have 100 members, if we have 1,000 members, if we have 10,000 members, if one of them comes or goes, it makes no difference to us because we're all about the group, the entire whole group. And no guilt, well, Khan gave a very good example of why we can be in this business with no guilt. All of those products using the best possible organic ingredients that can be sourced anywhere in the world. Now, for you, especially if you're brand new, I know there's a couple people in the room today that have never seen any of this before. And here we are. We are a binary system. So here you are at the top. You join. Your job is to recruit 2 new members, a left leg and a right leg. That's it. That's your only 100% must do is you need to at least get a couple people. You may get help from your sponsor and other people in your group, but we need to own that we create our left and right legs. That's something we need to own. But look at that. Infinite levels. How important is that? There is no restriction on how long your 2 legs can go. And so if you think about that from an income potential, it is mind-boggling because you could, over time, have an unbelievably large group of people with all the points accumulating through you and through all of your people. So what is PV, point value? It's how we determine commissions. Every product on the website has a point value attached to it. So here's HemoHim. It costs for members $114 Canadian to buy a box of HemoHim, and it gives 54,600 PV. Here's the omega-3 that Khan had mentioned. Cost $26. I was mistaken. I thought it was 29 or 33. 8,300 PV. This is what it is in Canada. So the PV earned by members and partners are very simple, very straightforward. It's the same for everyone. There's no secret handshake to learn. There's no way for anybody to come in and buy a different level than anyone else. You cannot, the system is equal 100% for every single member. No one can get around that. So how do you get your personal PV? First, your personal PV, you accumulate it for your lifetime. Remember I said we do have to qualify before we can earn commissions. And so you have your membership, one product a year to stay active. Very simple. And in order for you to receive commissions, you need a minimum 10,000 points. So here's a couple examples of, for $22 Canadian, you could get a couple boxes of toothbrushes, or you could buy some AC solution, it's $22. That will get you your 10,000 points right there. Once you qualify with your 10,000 points, then all of the group PV behind you starts to accumulate, and it does not go away until you get paid. So here you are, your personal PV, minimum 10,000, between 10,000 to 300,000. 300,000 is a key number for us, because until you reach the 300,000, these commissions, the 300,000 group points, when they flush through to pay a commission, you will not earn a full commission if you're only at the 10,000 point level. You do need to work on getting your personal points up to 300,000. That's something that we all need to, but there's no deadlines. The points never go away on you. You're at the end of the month, your points don't disappear and you have to start over. So if you're a slow starter, that's fine. If you're very fast, I mean, our Joyce is mind-bogglingly fast in this business. She's, in a matter of literally a few weeks, no more than 2 to 3 months, she's already started to build a fantastic base for her business. She has a tremendous group, and she's going for her mastership as we speak. And that's an amazing thing. Everyone can do this business at their own pace, as urgently as you want it to be, or as if it's just a side deal and you're not really trying too hard to build a big business, that's okay too. No one's going to tell you different. It's your business, you choose. So to get 300,000 PV and qualify for full commissions, here's some examples of the points. A couple boxes of HemoHim, some Absolute skincare, Fame Set, probiotics. Boom. Next thing you know, you have your 300,000 points. Now, I went through that very quickly, and this is the second slideshow that I've attached to the first. Atomy by the numbers. And I'm going to go through this fairly quickly. It doesn't matter if you truly understand what we're talking about. Your sponsor, others in your group, we can go over this as many times as you need to so that you fully understand. So here we are, success by the numbers. So as a new member, as someone who's not earned a commission yet, we have to set targets and goals. So let's set a target of 1 million PV in a week. If you collect 1 million PV, and it's more or less split evenly left and right on your 2 legs, then you should be able to earn a commission. Now, how much is that? In a weekly basis, and remember, this is a Christian company, we don't use Sundays. We only have 6 days a week of active or business. The business operates 6 days a week. The website is available 7 days. But it's automated. It doesn't take any people to do that. So everyone in Atomy is on a 6-day-a-week schedule. So that's 167,000 points roughly per day to get to 1 million points. And that means daily sales, and I use an average of about 60,000 points per sale. Daily sales, somewhere between 1 and 3 sales a day will get you those points. And for example, 3 boxes of Hemohim will get you very close to that point level. If you were able to sell 3 boxes of Hemohim, or you're actually not selling yourself, but your group, your members who love Hemohim and use it every day, well, they're buying 3 boxes a day on average, and that gets you your 1,000,000 points a week. What does that equal? Somewhere between $200 to $500 a month you will earn from that. Not a ton of money, but it's a start, right? We have to start somewhere. And auto consumers, this is a guess, really. In order to have daily sales between 1 and 3, I'm just sort of guessing that you might need 10 to 30 customers who buy regularly. And that means perhaps 10% of your auto consumers are purchasing each day. Now, an auto consumer, it's not a complex thing. All that means is an auto consumer is someone who we have shown the business to, shown the products to, we've shared Atomy with. They love the products. They go to the website. They buy them all on their own. They don't need you to help them to make a purchase. They're able to just go online, buy their Absolute Skincare, their Hemohim, whatever, supplements, and that's it. They have no need of assistance. That makes them an auto consumer. And in order to have 10 to 30 auto consumers, again, this is a guess. You could, in fact, have most of the people you bring in the business or show the business to as regular auto consumers. More likely, you're going to have some people who have signed up and don't do anything. So again, I'm estimating 10% of your group become auto consumers. And then again, 10% of your auto consumers buying on a daily basis. Just to make this picture happen, it's guesstimates. Please don't hold me to these numbers 100%. Now, that was your first target, is to start earning commissions on a regular basis. 1,000,000 points a week will do it, and you can see the numbers that go with that. Now, if you double it all up, that's how you end up with the second column here. And the bottom line here is this: your group is growing. You're now targeting 2,000,000 points a week. That's about 333,000 per day over the 6 days. And that's somewhere between 2 to 6 sales daily. And it's the equivalent of 6 boxes of Hemohim a day selling. And your monthly income is probably going to be in the neighborhood of about 500 Canadian. You've got at least 20 auto consumers now, and your group is probably at least a couple hundred big at this point. And now we go to other levels: 3,000,000, 4,000,000, 5,000,000 points per week. What that means daily, how many sales every day you will require, how many boxes of Hemohim equivalent that is, and how much you will make now on a monthly basis. Once you cross the 3,000,000 mark, you should be well over 1,000 per month. Once you hit 5,000,000, that's easily $2,000 to $4,000 per month. And how many consumers, auto consumers, there's the numbers. And again, these are estimates. Every person's reality will be different. And so this is laid out quite simply in a means of we never know what happens. Everything in the real world never goes to plan. So this is just a rough plan that you might work with. Now I highlight this, the 3,000,000 points, because once you cross the 2,000,000 PV per week and head to the 3,000,000, somewhere in this is where the line is drawn, where you will be getting your mastership bonus. You will certainly qualify for mastership, which increases your income significantly. Again, it changes every time the commissions are paid out. It's based on the pool that's available, and it's divided equally amongst all of the people who qualify day to day. And so there's no specific number that I can say to you, but when you hit 3,000,000 PV weekly, on average, you will become, you will cross the line into mastership and quite possibly auto sales master. And that's a very simple grid, if you will. And here is now, depending where you are. So I'm in Canada, so obviously the Canadian money column is what I look at. Now, it's very important for you to notice the scores. This is how Atomy calculates what commission you qualify for. So the first score of 5 is when you only have your 10,000 personal points. And it limits your, you don't get a full commission here. But if you look at that number, I mean, $24 Canadian, honestly, is not much money. But for Filipinos, 900 pesos is not bad. It's not a bad payday. It's, you know, baht, 500 baht is not horrible money. And rupees, again, I'm Canadian. I can truly only relate to my Canadian money, but I do know in other countries, you get more bang for the buck, if you will, when you convert to these other currencies. So now here, the 15 points, you've qualified with your 300,000 personal points, and you're now officially able to get full commissions. For me, that's somewhere in the neighborhood of $70 for one commission. For pesos, somewhere between 2,200 and 2,500 pesos. The day I created this chart, the true conversion was 2,405 pesos, equal to $70 Canadian. Baht, roughly 1,500 baht, 3,600 rupee. And this is a single commission amount. This is just where we start, right? And as you go down the scale, you can see up to the 300 points that Atomy calculates for your sales and what it works out to. So for me, that's roughly $1,300 Canadian. This is a target for daily. This is not something we're going for on a weekly, monthly, annual basis. This is where we are hoping to get to in a few years on a daily basis. Now, can you imagine all the Filipinos, 48,000 pesos per day? Can you imagine what that could do to your life, your family's life, and so on? Now, that is a realistic target for us, but don't ever think it's easy. It certainly will not be easy. There will be a lot of blood, sweat, and tears go into earning those kinds of amounts of money. And again, if you want to look at the equivalent, $1,000 Canadian, it's roughly 37,000 pesos, 23,000 baht, 56,000 rupee. $1,000 is okay money in Canada, but you cannot live on this. 1,000 a month is not the amounts that you can live on. But 37,000 pesos for Filipinos, that's a fair amount of money. I believe the average Filipino only makes 50 or 60,000 pesos per year. So while the $1,000 doesn't go very far here in Canada, that's like six or 8 months pay in the Philippines. And I don't know the numbers from other countries, but I'm pretty sure 23,000 baht or 56,000 rupee goes a lot further in those countries than $1,000 would in Canada. And again, just as examples, if you're making 10,000 Canadian dollars per year, now we'll look at, which is not a lot of money. It's a great start in the business, but it's certainly not a living. But look at it in pesos and baht and rupee. It's a tremendous amount of money in other countries. And I'm going to assume, again, I don't know the money in Malaysia and various other countries, but I'm going to assume Colombia just opening, I'm going to assume that all the various pesos and dollars and other currencies around the world are going to pay off at a much more valuable rate to the people around the world than what they are to a Canadian or an American. So here we are. This is the end of my slideshow. So it is possible to create a side income while still in your job. You just have to make the sacrifices so you can start living the life of your dreams. If you don't make sacrifices to make your dreams come true, then it's your dream that will become sacrificed. And I'm going to pause for a moment for you to think about that. Atomy is a free business. None of us have to pay to join this company. But you have to understand that you need to make a commitment and you have to take action. Harry's always talking about not just having a plan, making your lists that Vinod talked about for follow-up and so on, but you have to act on it. Having a plan is wonderful, but it's useless if you don't act on it. So only you can choose what your dream is and how much work and how much time it's going to take you to get there. So I'll leave that thought with you. So since you came to this presentation today, you're probably a little different than most people around you, perhaps smarter, better, more hungry for success. With Atomy, you can take the side job and create residual income. Now, nobody mentioned it today, but that's actually our goal. Residual income. Once you build your group out, you have earned the right, if you will, to collect that income for the rest of your life. As long as your group is growing and your consumers are buying, you will earn. As long as you buy your one product a year to stay active, the earnings will continue to come through your group, and that's residual income, where you don't have to physically do anything anymore, that the money continues to flow, just like a pension or an income property or something. Every month, the money continues to flow, and it may take some time to get to that level where you have a good, solid residual income. But again, isn't that all of our goal? And in the future, we then are living the dream. One more aspect that no one mentioned today is on the residual income, that we can give our Atomy business to our family members. So your sons, your daughters, your grandchildren, you can leave your Atomy residual income to up to 3 generations deep. And that's something you'll never hear about in the network marketing world. So here you are. You start your business with no cost, no fees, no risks. And yet the potential that we talked about, those dollar amounts that I touched on, those can be reality. Depends how hard you work, how far you're willing to go, within reason, because Atomy is a company of morals. And we are not allowed to lie. We are not allowed to manipulate people. We have to operate 100% honest and upfront. And when we do that, you can look yourself in the mirror and you can say, I am a member of Atomy, proud Atomy. And that's my presentation for today.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dan. That is literally what we need to hear, right? Especially, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for doing that, especially for our new white participants in here for us. You walk through what in all aspect, in all structure of our business, and I love that word that Dan put into the slides on the latter part, right? Sacrifice for our dream. And I think it's not only for our dream, but this is for our future. This is the future for my next generation. Think about it. This is not only for the dream, for my dream, for myself, but for my next generation. The
John,
amount
there's one
that
thing I wanted to add. Something Vinod mentioned earlier was the marketing gurus. We all read these books and see these videos and various. Everyone's trying to sell you a marketing system in this world. One of the things that Vinod was saying is the call to action. No matter how you are going about your marketing to other people to attract people into this business, when it comes to the call to action, I would like everyone to make note of one very important thing. When you're trying to give someone a call to action, you want them to click on something, or you want them to get back to you or send an email, whatever it is you're trying to get them to do. One of the tricks, and one of the master marketing tricks, is when you give them a call to action, you give them two options, but both of those options lead back to you. You don't give them the option to walk away or just close their eyes. Each option you give them, both lead back to you. So you give them an either or call to action, pick one, but they both lead to something that ultimately is in your favor. That's all I wanted to add in.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. That's true. So, big question is the why Atomy for all of us in here. How are we going to embrace the opportunity? How are we going to put it into ahead of us that there is an opportunity right there that we only need is to what? Learn from this business, learn the cycle, and of course, the product itself. No brainer, right? Switch the product into Atomy, and you will now understand what is truly Atomy concept is. And I bet you will not stop sharing it to others, just like Khan, me, Ari in here, Arjoyce. Right? As Arjoyce mentioned earlier, she already have booked out for all the product presentation. The only what I think Arjoyce in terms of the marketing, there is no problem at all. The only challenge that Arjoyce is facing is how to bring product from the Philippines to Poland, and that is the only right now, but that is doable and possible. So with us in here, and I always love to hear, especially I emphasize about the experience of the product, the experience of doing this, this business, and of course the experience of already making a residual income. But the best person that can share this, with us in here in this group of people right now is Ari. Ari already experienced all of this experience of the product, the benefit of the product, what experiences of doing the business, and of course, the experience of making a residual income. So I don't know why always every Sunday I always ask Ari about it to give us the insight and guidance and anything that she can also share to us to inspire us to give us the knowledge that she already gained doing this business for the last many years already. Ari, please, would you mind I volunteer you again?
I'll make it very short because we had amazing presentations from all of you. Thanks so much for the information. I was busy writing a note. I had several meetings yesterday, last night. I finished almost at 2 a.m. But through the meetings, what I have noticed it, people are excited registering new members. Of course, it's exciting, but they're stopping there. They're getting information, they register them, they're happy to see them on the lineage. That's it. The reason I'm telling you this, since Atomy is a free membership, you can just ask them, give me your information so I can register you. But you don't explain further. What is an Atomy? What is the benefit of you becoming a member of Atomy? And for you collecting a PB, what it can lead in the future. I just need a membership. Just give me your information. Let me just register you. So you're happy to see those members are growing on your lineage. But as a result, you're not seeing any results because those people are not purchasing anything. And when we go back, I contact because I was kind of frustrated for them. So I asked for permission. So I contacted several people and they said, yeah, I don't even have the members. Some of the people, I haven't got the membership ID from my sponsor or whoever registered me. And they don't know why exactly they registered. They don't know what is an Atomy. And they haven't got information that once you purchase a product from Atomy, you'll be able to collect the PV, and the PV will give you the commission. So because I know all the people here, all the people who joined the meeting today, we're here as doing a business, and then we already know about this. But when you tell your new members, new business partners, this is something we need to empathize. Atomy membership will not give you commission. Each member needs to become a consumer. And our job is to make them as auto-consumer. So even if you are busy registering so many members, if you start seeing zero, instead of looking for new people, I think we should follow them back and to help them to purchase at least 10,000 PV. Even if you have like 50 people register on your lineage, if all their PV is a zero, all your hard work of getting information, register them, goes nothing. So some of the members, I told them, please start contacting new people. You have 20 people on your lineage, please call them back. Call them back and make sure at least they purchase 1 or 2 products. Because I think we have to know why we are registering those members. We need a consumer. How are we going to get general commission? From the PV that consumer generating it. So I said, before you're jumping out telling people to register, I said, at least a week, take your time to understand what Atomy is first. So it was a really good session that Vinod went over how we'll be able to expand our market. Dan went over overview of Atomy, the compensation. Before you reaching out anybody, you need to have those information. And when you are registering new members, you have to know why you're registering them, because you want them to become your consumers. Instead of them going elsewhere, you want them to buy everything from Atomy. Even if they are on your lineage, if they're still shopping elsewhere, we're not doing our job. So until I wouldn't say 100% of the Atomy product, because some people not fall in love with all the product, but I say at least 50% of Atomy product. If your consumers are using at least 50% of Atomy product, I'll consider as auto consumers. So I think that's something we need to do. That's what I have noticed. That I noticed the one group, the group that I talked yesterday, huge. All of a sudden, in the month of time, they register so many people. But when I check, all the member has a 0 PV. And I asked them, how do you introduce? And some people actually say, oh, it's a free membership. You can just join. So I told them, over the weekend or even just next week, I said, my time is available. You need to have clear understanding why you're getting those members and what your expectation from each of those members. Even if they're on your lineage, if they don't do anything, you will see the red marks later on. A year later, everyone will turn red. So I think having a clear understanding why we're registering them, what we are expecting from them, and then in order for them to become auto-consumer, what we need to do, once we know all 3 things, but all 3 things requires action. Because follow-up, it's hard. Follow-up, it's hard. Because many people, I can register, but I cannot do follow-up. Then I'm sorry, you won't be able to expect the income you desire. Because follow-up, yes, it is a hard work. In order for you to make one consumer, one member to auto-consumer, I even sometimes follow up like 100 times. But who's desperate here? Maybe the consumer, okay, it's membership, I register. I'm desperate because I want this business to work. So for me, contacting them person 100 times, it's okay. But if you don't want to do that, I'm really sorry, but you cannot even make $70. Unless you get really jackpot consumers who love to consume hemoim all the time. Other than that, we really need to put our time in following those people. And some people, oh, I'll do this as a business, and they kind of fire it up in 3 months and they kind of slow down later on. even if they're not doing as a business, you want to keep them as your auto consumers. Don't let them go. Because that's the biggest mistake I made at first. Oh, you don't want to do business? I'm not going to call you anymore. You want to keep them as a consumer, because you never know. As long as they stay as a consumer, even later on, they might see the vision of Atomy and they'll jump in again. So whoever coming into your lineage, make them as an auto consumer and make them as a business partner. I think that's the next story. I know I don't want to talk long, but I can share later on. But there was a one leader in Korea. She did her business in Jeju Island. If you probably watch the Korean drama, probably you know Jeju Island. Because in Korea they have a island at the very bottom. It's an island. She started Atomy there because that's where she lives. She did Atomy there. I was amazed hearing a story because she became a crown master in a very short period of time. She became a sales master, auto sales master. So she became a sales master after 4 months of starting Atomy, and right after becoming sales master from next month, she was keeping auto sales master. I was like, how did she do that? And she only, if you want to go to Seoul, she has to be on the airplane, but she only got the members from Jeju Island. And she didn't know much about Atomy, but she was busy sharing a product. She said, you have to go crazy with the product first, and you need to keep on sharing a product. So she said she probably have like 4,000 people coming to her store purchasing a product. So she really empathized for us having a consumers, because from those consumers, you will end up finding a business partner. So when we register a new member, please share the goodness of becoming a Atomy members. What are the benefits they can get by becoming an Atomy member? So once we put more actions by following up, your PB will come. Whenever you follow up, that's one thing I guarantee, PB will come. When you share more number of product, whenever you follow up, people are interested to purchase. So you can make them regular customer to auto consumer by following them up more often. Right. So that's the only message I will share today. Whatever I was going to share, I can share next week.
Thank you so much, Ari. Right. As always, right here, right, I always motivate, inspired with Ari's guidance for us. But again, uh, bottom line of all of us in here, while we are meeting every Sunday, as I mentioned again earlier, but we are getting momentum, inspiration, motivation from each one of us. As we talk about many times, and Dan mentioned it, Ari mentioned it, how RJ is actually might inspire most of us, or some of us in here, and of course, her members. RJ is in Europe. There is no hub yet of Atomy in Europe, but that is the courage that she has, that she able, right, to build her business, build her consumer, not only in Poland, but in some other countries like Russia. She's talking to her contacts in Russia, right? And how did she meet this person? It's unbelievable. Finland. She even have a member right now that is based in Spain, right? But that is where I am getting also a lot of inspiration, and how she is like motivating these people, how she inspired these people, how she like relate the opportunity of Atomy to these people. I am amazed with that. But again, right during this time, she is challenging a sales master, her promotion, and we know I feel it, and how are it really challenging, and how is the feeling of challenging the sales master, and that is the most important also base, the start base for us in this business. I know, White, we have a lot of good topic, discuss a lot from product, from Karen. Thank you so much to Vinod in terms of what getting out from our comfort zone. And that is how we start doing this business, right? Stepping out from our comfort zone, from Dan was showing us all of those numbers, Atomy by the numbers. And not only that, right? Why? Atomy, right, is doing a lot of investment of educating members, especially to those countries, right, less fortunate countries like I would say Philippines. But Philippines right now, every week before every month, there is a Success Academy, right, in the Philippines. Meanwhile, here in Canada, we only have two Success Academy in a year. But in Philippines, they have Success Academy every month and seminars every week. There's a lot of ways why Atomy is pouring a lot of support why to those countries. Why? That is the culture that we have in Atomy. So I'm not going to go through more about this. I will wait again. Arjo, is anything that you can add on? I'll say something for all of us before.
Okay, Jen, I think I'll wait for next week.
Okay, she will wait for her announcement for next week. Okay, anyone that would like to ask any question? Vanessa from Washington. Vanessa, I know this is the second time that Vanessa's joined us also, right? And Vanessa and I were talking about it and how we are going to come up with her schedule to get more lectures and training about the business. We will get into that, Vanessa. I know what you really wanted to. She loves the product. She already tried the ham, and of course, right, the evening set care that she loved using it. But if we talk about more about the business aspect, there will be a lot more for us. So we will discuss more topic next week. Okay, and invite as many members as you can. Every Sunday, same time, we were here, and we can also accommodate a lot more questions. Okay. But on this time, on this meeting, I would like to call the end of our meeting. We'll see you again next Sunday. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a blessed Sunday. Take care.
Why?
I'll see you again next Sunday. Thank you
Take care,
for all.
everyone.